Yeah, that sounded a lot better.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Okay, I think it's because I had my OBS open for a while. And it wasn't used to not working. Okay, we're trying again. New game.
Take 2.
Take 2. Good thing we didn't get that far. Make sure my clicker is in my.
Hey, Brett.
Hi, Brett.
How's it going, Brett?
Oh, thank goodness. You're all worrying me. I was like, this has never happened before. I don't know how to fix this problem. Öffne die Augen. Öffne die Augen. Boom. I don't know why we don't start all our games when you get control of Link.
The reason that they don't start the timer until you get control of Link in this game is because there's inconsistencies from the moment that you start your game to when you actually gain control of Link. So like when you're trying to skip that opening cutscene, it allows you to skip it at different times.
Yeah. Why is this game in German? That is my native language. Thank you very much. I'm just kidding. It's faster for speedrunning purposes. I don't really speak German. I was just kidding.
Halte den Schika-Stein über das Podest.
I like how she says
Dann wird der Weg sich dir öffnen.
So how is everybody's evening?
Doing wonderful. I get to go to work later tonight.
You work tonight?
Yeah, overnight.
I get to work at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, I'll be at work from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Du bist das Licht, das Hyrule wieder erstrahlen lassen wird. Es ist Zeit, deine Reise zu beginnen.
Be very quiet, I imagine.
It is very quiet. This is not my first time doing it, and it's a very quiet time, but it is nice because of that.
I like third shift, especially if I'm like by myself or with one other person. Really nice.
Get a lot of work done. Having a delay from my beat and my.
Would you like to explain whistle sprinting?
Whistle sprinting is when you make your hand uncomfortable in order to do things and sprint fast without any stamina being used.
What is the purpose of whistle sprinting?
I just said, so stamina is not used. I don't know if anybody else does this, like Rachel or Blake, but I personally like to alternate my whistle sprinting with my regular sprinting.
I do that.
So it is slightly faster. Whistle sprinting is slightly slower than normal sprinting. So the best way to maximize your speed is to do a full sprint until you're almost out of stamina, and then whistle sprint until you regain all of your stamina.
Yeah, whistle sprinting is slightly slower. However, it's much slower to walk.
Yes.
Did you update the game, or? Okay, I'll do it. Wasn't sure if my stuff wasn't updating or, yeah.
So Allison picked up that rock and grabbed that hightail lizard because she's going to use it later.
Oh, I thought I just wanted to pet it.
No. You can have a pet lizard until you need it.
Until I need to cook it.
Until you need to cook it.
All right, we need to name the lizard. What's the lizard's name?
Link! Begib dich zu dem Ort, den der Schika-Stein dir weist.
No, we gotta let the chat decide.
Oh, I thought it was my my
Squishy's
Say Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff the Lizard.
Jeff.
Or is
Well,
it
oh wait, no. Frederick is the. Frederick is the sand seal, the slow one. So yeah, Jeff is fine.
Jeff the Lizard that will help us later on.
All right. Wow.
Yay for planning for the future.
It is 6 o'clock, and I should head out for now. But good
Bye,
luck on the run.
Rachel.
Bye.
See you later, Rachel.
Name it Lunk.
Ooh, get that bow. Bow fell down the hill.
Go get it.
Get it.
I just missed Rachel, didn't I?
Yep.
Yes, you
Just
did.
left. Hi, Ashton.
Ashton.
Oh, shoot. I just realized I can't hear anybody in this call. Hold on.
Guess we'll do that again.
This is fine.
Okay, now I can hear everybody. Hi.
Hi, Ashton.
Hi, Ashton.
Oh, I was just sitting there not doing the text. This is fine.
Is that a speed tactic?
Yep.
Oh,
You just sit
I've
there as
never
long as
done that one
possible.
before.
You sit there as long as possible, and it shoots you across the
Oh man.
map. I was
That-
pressing X to skip the cutscene.
If it shoots you across the map, that doesn't necessarily sound like something that would be allowed in a bug limit category.
I don't.
Hmm.
You know, TBH, their rules about these games are dumb.
It's they're inconsistent. They're inconsistent across different games of what's
Yeah.
allowed and what's not, and the kind of tactics that.
For example, when they were talking about the Epona strat, how 100% speedrunners don't do that. I'm like, why not? You have plenty of time to get Epona. Like, it's not hard.
It's the amiibo thing, and the guy that set the rules, because he was like really the only bug limit runner, and he was like, I'm gonna do it like this because I don't want to have horse RNG, and I don't want to allow this tactic because I just don't like it. So
Is your category bug limit? It's not, right?
yes,
Oh, it is?
It
Okay.
is.
Is it all dungeons bug limit? Is there a difference?
yes.
There's several categories. In
There's a lot of categories, and all of them have a bug limit variation to them.
Yeah.
And
I,
is your language in like German, like the voice language?
Yes.
Is
Yep.
that like faster?
Yep.
Fastest
Thanks
way.
for the host,
I'm
Caleb.
learning so much.
Thanks for the host.
It's German, Japanese, French, and then like English is number 7 or something.
Does text speed not matter then? Because your text is still
I don't
English.
know.
Some of the,
I don't know
I
how
think
it
there's
works.
some text that scrolls faster, or because there's less text depending on what language it is. But I don't know. I think it's negligible. If you're not that hardcore, it's not a big deal.
We're good, Brett. How are you?
I just like how everybody sounds in German. I don't care for much of the English voice acting.
Me
so
neither.
So there was something that I noticed that you do when you're climbing down the tower. You go down one extra step.
I don't like taking damage.
Yeah. I actually just take the damage and I just fall off it from that step that you first get on, and
Yeah.
most of the time I don't die in the magnesis trial. Most
I
of the
don't touch
time.
myself in here. I feel like I would die if I had less hearts in here.
So Allison's also grabbing this ruby here that we paid what, $20 for? $20 to get that ruby.
$20 ruby?
Allison's all about those pay-to-win strats. So she'll
Yeah.
sell that ruby a little bit later to have some money to buy some nice stuff.
Although you can do this run without.
You can. You can, but then you have to get your money somewhere else.
Did you turn up your volume on the stream? Because you were really quiet on the stream.
I think I did.
Okay.
Is everybody hearing me okay?
So does what does bug limit allow then? Because it seems, I mean, whistle sprinting obviously is one of them.
Yeah, and like rock launches, tree launches. In my version, you can get Epona. I do what
You
I
can
want.
really do it any way that you want, but
As long as you don't take damage from launching, that's technically a glitch.
I don't know if I'm gonna
really?
get. Okay, so Ashton, if you go to the link
Thank
there
you,
for
yes.
speedrun.com, you can check out the rules for that, and that'll tell you what's allowed. It'll give you a list of a lot of the techniques that are allowed and not allowed, but it's not a complete list.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
This is fun. I was trying not to get shot.
Ah.
That's rough.
This is rough. And now I'm out of stamina. We're good. This is fine.
Scary shooty spider.
I think he's trying to shoot at me again, and I don't want him to do it while I'm in the air. Okay. I can't hear the game, so I can't hear if he's like charging up to shoot me.
Wait for 2 seconds to look at the rules and you're done with the shrine.
It doesn't take us very long to get through these anymore. It's funny, you're laughing that she's already done with the shrine, but she went in about 12 circles waiting for the Guardian to shoot her, which never happened.
This is fun.
Yeah, I'm feeling better about Skyward Sword.
Some of the some of the bug limit allow and disallows are going to be changed, though.
They're changing the rules? Is that what you just said?
Not a lot of them. They're last I knew was that they were considering either disallowing infinite horse stamina or allowing flying machine.
Which I don't think flying machine really saves you much.
As far as depending on the category,
Yeah.
but you know, for instance, for bug limit all dungeons, there's really no viable option to use a flying machine and have it save you time. There's not really any flying machines nearby that's going to save you any time.
So what do you need the money for with that ruby? What are you selling it for?
Oh.
She's going to buy some arrows and some hot-footed frogs.
You have to get the Gerudo outfit in order to get the Gerudo town.
Yeah, so
You need
we
the Flamberger's pants.
Yeah, so we collect various rupees along the way. But the ruby the ruby itself, she's gonna buy some arrows and some hot-footed frogs.
Losing control here. Also, I have discovered recently that the reason my rock launches suck is not because of where I am positioning myself when I jump on the rocks, but because of how I aim it.
Yes, that might be.
No, that is
That might be a cause of it too.
Because if you do it with the bombs, it's consistent every time because it launches it straight up.
Oh, well, because you do the Stasis Shrine last and you're heading towards the Temple of Time after that, then yes, that would be a consistent way to do it.
I honestly think it's where you shoot, like where you shoot it with the arrow, and whatever angle you have it going at is why you fall off of it.
It might be, depending on if you're shooting it in a direction that you don't mean to shoot it.
Oh no, it's Arceus.
I'm pretty certain. So I aggro that guardian because it skips a cut.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guardian first week.
See, I'm learning so
That's
much.
cool.
Yeah. So Allison does the bomb shrine next, but I actually warp back to the Shrine of Resurrection. I go to Cryonis and then Stasis, and I do bomb last. So
I don't like burst tree launching.
I actually don't do the burst tree launch.
Oh.
I don't like it either. It sucks. It's hard to do. It's hard to grab the tree. Griffin Girl actually came up with an idea that works some of the time. So since I rocket launch with the rock from the Stasis Shrine into the field with all the birch trees, just rocket launch on the rock again instead of grabbing a tree. It depends on where the rock lands and if you can actually use it that way without smashing into a cliff or a tree. But sometimes it works. And if it's not in a good place, then I'll just run. But I actually timed 2 different routes, doing the route that you're doing now and doing the route that I normally make, and it's not much of a difference. So it's really just whatever you prefer to do.
That's nice. Choices in speedruns aren't
Yes,
common.
there are choices. You can do things a variety of different ways in Breath of the Wild. This past week I was working on Bug Limit Best Ending, which is getting all of the picture memories and then going and fighting all of the Blights and Calamity Ganon in Hyrule Castle, because you don't do any of the Divine Beasts in it. And as I was trying to decide different routes and everything, I was like, man, I really want to get a Dragon Horn so I can have a 30-minute triple hasty potion. I really want to spend 5 minutes farming a dragon so that I can run everywhere. And I'm just like,
So you can save 25 minutes.
so I can have 25 extra minutes of speed, yeah. So I might be in the process of rerouting the entire thing just to work with that.
I mean, usually when you finish the Great Plateau, it's like nighttime, right? So maybe you could just turn around and go to the Bridge of Hylia and farm Feroche.
Actually, you can't do that. The dragons will not appear until after you talk to Impa.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was really annoying. When
I was trying to figure out why my dragons wouldn't appear.
Bingo.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was doing a bingo run. How come like you have to do all these things before
Yeah.
like what Bonsai shows up or
Right.
whatever?
We were struggling for like an hour trying to figure out why Bozai didn't show up, and it's because we actually had to repair the camera.
Bonsai, whatever his name is.
Bonsai's a tree.
I know, but I like.
Bozai's an invisible man until your camera's fixed.
Oh, that's right. I did just play that game.
Your sledding is off the chart right now. Like off the bottom of the chart.
Sledding is amazing.
Did you ever play that game in 64 1080? Because that's what this was all about.
So Allison's grabbing Guardian parts because they're considered monster parts, which we need for making potions. Yay for planning for the future.
Yay for falling in
Yay
frozen
for falling in
water.
frozen water. You know why I don't do that shield jump there?
like doing the shield jump because I almost consistently get it.
It's
so
pretty tight, isn't it?
See you later, Levi's.
I've
Not really, actually.
really? I've tried doing it, and I was not able to pull it off very easily.
It works better if you have a running start, but trying to hold B and press X isn't very easy.
Hey, sub hype.
Thanks for the sub.
One of my problems is that I don't pay attention to my health when I'm in the pool.
You should
Oh,
eat.
no.
You should eat a couple of herbs right now.
I wait until I got half a heart because I don't like wasting them.
Herbs will give you 1 full heart, so if you eat 2 of them, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I just.
So, Allison, how do you have your hand position set up when you're doing whistle sprinting?
I have my index finger on the circle D-pad. I have my thumb on the regular D-pad on the bottom one, and then I mash B.
So you're using the claw grip method.
Yeah.
I actually keep my left.
Hey!
I actually
Or a version.
I actually keep my left hand normal, and with my right hand I use my index finger to hold down on the control pad, and then I'm tapping B with my ring finger, and then if I need to move the camera around, I'm using my middle finger on the right hand stick.
That just sounds so.
It
insane.
does, but I got used to it, so it's really easy for me to switch back and forth. Wait, what did I do? Oh, when I finished bingo quickly. Yeah, I was all over it one day. Like, I knew exactly what I was doing.
Get it.
So Allison was attempting to do a Cryonis jump, which would have popped her up on top of that ledge. Something that I have attempted once or twice and then never tried again.
How does that work?
So you
shield hop. You do the Cryonis and you shield hop on the Cryonis as it's going up, and it kind of gives you a little extra launch at the top, and you just hop up onto the ledge. I've done it a couple times, but not very consistently.
You do your whistle sprinting like you're brake sliding?
Because he uses the separated Joy-Con.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that would be pretty similar, huh?
Erica was
That's interesting.
singing Disney songs last night and one
Which one?
I can show you the world.
Could be stuck in my head now, they.
I sing that almost every time that, but I use it with the words "I can show you the way" when Zelda's talking about the Sheikah Slate showing you the way.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
That will show you the way. Okay, never mind. I was about to say you're low on health, but you're good.
You didn't hear me whispering myself?
Oh, no.
I was like, pay attention to my health. No, don't. No, leave them alone. Leave me alone. Oh my god, are they gonna be a problem?
They will if they hit you.
They,
Are you getting the extra sledgehammer?
yeah. Oh shoot. Maybe.
Those keys do not want to leave you alone.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. I'm super surprised how I dodged those.
Arceus is saying you're still quiet, Allison.
I know.
It seems like the chat can't make up their mind whether you're quiet or not.
I did quiet myself because I tend to scream when things go. And I don't want to break anybody's eardrums, but I'll turn myself up. Oh, I'm actually... Oh, no, that's not me. That's the game. Okay, how's this? Alright, cool. Sorry, my bad.
Brett, that is something that is not on my to-do list and will probably never be on my to-do list.
Yeah. I think once you do the amiibos and that armor all once, you don't
Yeah,
really
I don't have enough
need
money to
it.
buy all the amiibos to be able to do all that.
You could get the cards for pretty cheap.
I don't have enough money to buy the cards.
So why are you, like, losing a minute 15 seconds? Like, where is that going? Because to me it just looks like you're doing great.
Because there was one point when I was really, really good at
She's
this.
done this 19 times already.
And I haven't done
I
it
see.
in like 2 months.
Out of practice. Okay.
Practice
Yeah.
makes perfect.
Yeah. I still like to think I'm really good at this. It's just I'm gonna have some
Right.
slip-ups because I haven't done it in a while.
And yeah, Locke, they sell little like NFC chip cards that basically operate like amiibos. So you can buy the whole set for Breath of the Wild, including ones that aren't actual amiibos yet.
Yep. Like on Etsy.
So there is a shield jump that you can do to get around that boulder rather than using stasis on it, but
yeah.
it's a really tight jump.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can you do
I've
it?
never attempted. Maybe I have attempted it once or twice, and I was like, nope, not doing this.
Nope.
I was like, I'm not saving 1.5 seconds.
Alright. One try on the rock. If I can't get it, then we're running for it.
No, you gotta show them. You gotta show all the fans how it's done.
No.
Oh,
If I get it, that'll show them.
wow.
If I don't, it'll show them what failure
Wow.
looks like.
This is Allison not giving the fans what they want.
I think they want me to get a good time.
I think they want you to teach them how to do these fancy tricks.
Well, you put a bomb there, and then you come over to the side, and you do the stasis, and you take your hammer, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, and then you blow. You don't use your arrow. I'm used to use my arrow. Then you blow it up, and then you hop on it, and then you fly. Whee! Ouch.
Very good, Allison.
I seriously think that the only reason I've been falling off is because of where it's been, where the aim is. I'm like 90% sure now. Because I've never been able to do it as consistently as I've been doing it today.
And if you face away from the object that you're going to launch off of, and then do your spin attacks, you'll end up getting a bunch of double hits in, so you can maximize the amount of momentum that it gets.
That's fair. I kind of usually just wiggle around, and it does the
Yeah.
same thing.
Launching is just so fun. First time I did it.
Yeah.
Trees
fun
are
to
not as
watch.
easy to launch with. Something that's really cool to
Yeah.
see is somebody doing a stasis launch with a tree to get to the top of the Temple of Time.
That was the wrong button.
But those birch trees are a pain.
Close out of the game. Go to the home
Yep.
menu and just... We're done.
Yep, done.
You've barely tried stasis lunching.
It's-
I wonder how that would be.
Yum yum.
Yeah.
Alright. Paraglider has been gotten. Great Plateau, any percent is complete. Thank you all for coming. On to the next game.
Do it for breakfast and
That would
dinner.
be such a short run. I would be like, this is late. I feel like that all dungeons at any percent is like a solid, good amount of time to sit here and do a run.
Good.
There are like really good speedrunners that don't get this extra stamina, but I am too nervous not to.
I'm gonna start writing down notes and get my time down from like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, get it down to that 3-hour mark. That'd be great.
Baby sneaky sneak.
Yeah.
You can join the club.
Hello, Sneaky Snake.
How's it going?
Hi,
What?
Dan Coltrane.
I'm more concerned with playing bingo with you guys next time. You guys have all these snazzy.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you gotta you gotta up your game if you want to hang with
Well,
us.
I mean, I always ask Rachel, I'm like, we can just not do lunches if you don't want us to do lunches. She's like, nah, do lunches. And I was like, I don't really want to. But I know Blake is gonna, so I'm just gonna.
I don't know. I mean, I could not do them if it's all agreed upon. I don't have a problem with that. If you want to try to make it as fair of a race as possible, but you guys are always saying it's just all about having a good time, which we do. We have an excellent time together every time. So,
As long as
it is a good time as long as everybody's kind of like relatively in the same boat.
Yeah.
Versus like if somebody's 2 hours behind because other people are doing lunches, that's not so fun.
that can be true.
That's why I usually try to ask if we want to do like a launch list.
See, and I just have a good time as long as I can get a few ins.
Oh
of those
my
things.
god! Yes, I knew you guys would show up. Pick on
yeah,
up,
that's another reason why I don't like doing this here, because those guys. That guy with his spear all twirling it around his
Swinging
head,
over his
being
head.
a major jerk face.
I mean, you have to admire his initiative, though. I mean,
Okay, let's just make sure we got everything we need. Oh, guess who's on time, guys? Guess who's here? It's the ice cream man.
yes.
Every day, like clockwork.
I got ice cream right in front of me.
I have to go get ice cream.
Grab it, Link. No!
You lost it. Almost. Very close.
So close. Goodbye, tree.
Instead of grabbing
There
it,
it
Just
goes.
reach through the sky. It's amazing.
he's like, I'm just gonna not grab it because I don't wanna. I do what I want.
Rip tree.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I always hate it too because I will practice all my launches before I actually do the run, and they're just fine. Like honestly, they're great.
And then you crack under the pressure.
And then I actually do this, and it's so stupid.
Oh, you're doing that strat. Awesome. Let's not tell PETA.
Let's go with you. No. No! Damn it.
You just freeze the poor horse?
Yeah, and then apparently you thaw it out instantly, and
Well, there's fire or there's heat, and they're gonna knock me over when I'm trying to get on the horse. God damn it. This is so annoying.
Oh, they're coming back. I mean, it looks pretty when it's
yeah,
It's a very pretty horse.
it is very pretty. That's a very nice horse ice sculpture.
Frozen
Yes.
horse.
That's what I was thinking. It's the water spirit.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And you couldn't even tame it.
You're just torturing these poor
You're
What is happening?
So I actually had no idea that you could do that.
you need to mash harder.
I'm mashing just fine. I know how to mash things. Potatoes,
Mashed tomatoes?
Horses. I don't know why this is happening, since I don't care about
Just
turning in my
scan
room,
your
I
amiibo.
don't care about this. Yeah.
But then you can't name your horse. That's
Sorry guys, looks like you don't get to name a horse today.
unseasoned ketchup. Yes, that is mashed tomatoes.
Well, luckily Allison still has at least a couple of arrows left. So she's going to attempt to do infinite horse stamina.
Maybe. I can remember how to do it.
ZL, ZR, A, and X.
I got it.
So doing this little trick instantly refills your horse's stamina, even though it doesn't actually display it.
And Allison, earlier we had a question about how this works. Can you explain the process?
What, the horse
Yes.
stamina? So, I like to get myself to one spur, and then you press ZL, ZR, and you don't go to that guardian up there, and A, all at the same time.
Hold them all.
And then you hit X. Yeah, you hold them all, and then you hit X. And if I was actually doing it right, you would see like the stamina isn't full, but it is. And got a guardian. Oh, we're good. And I'm pretty sure you can't do it downhill.
Yes, downhill does not work.
Oh no, I just murdered a fox!
Oh, poor
You
fox.
monster.
The fox
Yeah.
apparently does not say anything.
Where am I? I am not where I'm supposed to be.
I appreciate that fox thing joke. It took me a second to register what you just said.
I need to be all the way over there. Come on, come on.
Freeze's horse has no problem, runs over Fox, no.
So, so Allison's attempting to get to Wetland Stable, but she's having a really difficult time with it right now.
I'm lost, it's fine. It's fine.
I was about to ask how you keep track of where everything is in this game. It's so big. I get super lost.
Yep.
The more that you do the same routes over and over again, you start memorizing what directions you need to go and like landmarks that you need to head towards to get to where you're going.
Yes.
It's
So
difficult.
normally I head towards Death Mountain or whatever the heck it's called in this game. But I saw the Guardian and turned like hard right. Instead, I should have gone a little left.
I usually know that I'm on the right track when I plow through the Hynix.
Way to save that guy on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side quest complete. So, you remember that ruby we got like 3 hours ago? We're gonna sell that now.
Beat
And
up.
we're gonna use it to register our Epona.
She's even more out of practice than I thought. That was 3 hours ago.
That seems like it at least. Might have been a little bit less. I can't remember if I still... I guess maybe I do still get a smother wing butterflies.
Hi.
I guess I do. I need to make one potion. I haven't done this category in a while. I forget. Did you get your frogs? I didn't see. Okay.
Oh, don't whistle. I already did. Too late.
Yep. Hona's like, I'm right here. I'm coming. I'm coming to position myself in a very inconvenient place.
yeah, for whistle sprinting, you need to have a bow, at least one arrow, and a shield.
Yes.
I think that Hyrule Field is very bumpy, so that's why I always have a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to tell if you're on a downward slope sometimes.
Legend of Groose asks how you got Epona.
I scanned my
Well,
amiibo.
see what happened. She was trying to tame a horse. So she froze a horse, and then she got attacked by keys. And then she froze another horse, and then she wasn't able to tame it. So then she froze another horse, and then she wasn't able to tame it. Then she froze a third or fourth or fifth horse, and wasn't able to tame those either, so then she just scanned the amiibo.
The strat is you're supposed to grab a horse from a cluster of horses that have 3 stamina or more. If you tame that horse, then you can scan Epona, because technically she has 3 stamina or more. And you're basically just replacing the horse you already tamed with Epona.
It's actually the speed of the horses that
Whatever.
a 4-speed horse could potentially spawn in that cluster.
Yeah, but since it's RNG, and you might not get that horse, then you can use Epona instead.
That's
So that everybody has the same horse. However, people are Betty Spaghetti about it, so
Yeah, that's-
they're gonna take it out of the
that's the
run.
current rules. They're really just gonna change it to if you get Epona, if you scan an amiibo to get Epona, you have to claim it as an amiibo run.
Which isn't a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
But then you should be able to use the rest of the amiibo, huh?
Yeah, you can.
Gets nice armor.
Yeah.
Maybe.
To get a whole bunch of extra items right off the bat.
What?
But-
Whoa, what just happened? Bye, hi, whoever you
It's
are.
the scenic view.
Okay, bye, Tristan. Okay, hi, Tristan. He's like yelling at me through my door and my headphones. I just learned another box. Why is Tristan in my house? Damn it, you guys.
Alright, what's the phone number for PETA?
Using horses.
She's being
Right,
very abusive of the horses.
foxes.
She's killing foxes left and right with her horses.
Someone mentioned earlier that you need to now adopt a baby fox and raise it to make it the fox.
You
Two of
guys
them.
don't understand. Foxes are my favorite animals. This is very upsetting for me. There we go.
Yeah, call PETA. This girl on my computer screen playing a video game is killing foxes.
Hey, at least
Go
I'm
get
not
her.
one of those streamers that is like throwing their cat and their dog on stream. Just saying. Okay,
Respect
I'm just gonna
Twitch
stop because
TOS.
It's not working. It's not working. Not doing
Why are
it.
you shooting the ground and then jumping off of your horse?
I'm trying to do infinite horse sprinting,
Oh.
but it's not
Oh.
working. Because if you don't do it right, you jump off your horse. It's you.
And then if you're not quick, you can potentially break your shield by landing there enough times.
There we go. Come on.
I actually came across a nice video a few days ago that went into great detail about how shield durability works. How different shields react differently to shield surfing, and it's really interesting.
See, so that might have been where I was on a hill going down slightly, so it doesn't work.
That is a really, really picky strat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a bit picky.
You do still have arrows currently, right? Okay.
Yeah. I bought a bunch of arrows,
okay.
so it's good. However, I'm out of ice arrows, so my freaking wind blade is gonna suck.
You'll get more ice arrows though.
Yeah, only 10 though.
Yeah.
How's it going,
I
Andy?
think I tried.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy! Alright, we're gonna steal, Tonai or Tony or whatever his name is, Torin. We're gonna steal his money.
It's for the greater good, so it's okay.
It's yeah.
Because he's an idiot and gives it away for free.
One of these days we will actually go find the Great Fairy.
Just trust a random naked stranger.
But
I need to grab. I like to grab this sword for my what's his name fight. Koga.
Yeah. But trust us, it's all for the greater good.
Alright, we're gonna go slow and steady across this bridge because Epona doesn't like it.
We have far greater issues pressing right now, such as this whole calamity thing that's going on, so we'll find your fairy later.
Yeah, and don't mind the
I'm
almost naked guy running through your camp.
Right.
I need Andy to come here and climb some towers in Central Hyrule Field. It'll make this run infinitely more better. This is the real Epona. Oh god, I'm gonna clash with this guardian, aren't I? Ooh, oh, yep. Yes,
Are you gonna play with your Talus?
No.
Not
At least you get to run.
run.
At least you get to run past him.
Yeah, I can wave hi as I run past.
Wave at the Talus as it goes by.
Well, so the reason I don't do the Talus is because one, you know, it needs some time, but two, it also destroys some of the weapons I need for the rest of the run. Because when you're doing this run, you use like the least amount of weaponry as possible.
How do you plan on cooking Calamity bacon on this run? Salt and pepper. We just keep it simple.
I don't know if like seasoned bacon. I feel like it's seasoned enough.
It usually is. A little
Bacon.
bit of pepper, maybe.
Bacon is
It's
good.
like full of sodium.
Delicious.
I personally like to get the sodium, like the lower sodium. Just murdered a wolf.
Yeah, that Hannah.
You know, you didn't exactly try to get out of the way of it.
We need
I
a
guess they're not wolves over here, they're coyotes. It's fine. Oh, there goes another one.
we need a PETA counter over here.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, lots of people in the chat are saying it's okay to kill wolves in this game. Because they never learned their lesson, apparently. It's true.
Allison's gonna do a pretty awesome tree launch here.
Allison's going to attempt it.
I've seen you do this one.
Alright.
There's not really any attempting about it. At this point, you're gonna keep trying it until you actually get it.
Yeah, this is the one where I kind of have to.
Otherwise, that's a very long walk up there.
Yes, I am happy.
Excellent.
One animal's killed. Oh man. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, awesome. Added account. All right. Good job, Locke.
Ooh, I can't hear my cue on my launch here. Good thing I got it. But dang, that was a little nerve-wracking.
So cool.
That is so awesome. Yeah. Break the game.
That
and-
one's pretty cool, but the one going to Zora's domain is a little bit cooler.
Because you go straight up a freaking cliff. In the rain.
In the rain.
Barefoot. Both ways. Actually, I don't think you are barefoot. I think you get the pants by then.
Yes, we have the Gerudo armor by then.
Link,
Technically, it was supposed to start earlier, but we had a technical
dies ist
difficulty
einer
that we
der
had to fix.
Titanen, die Ganon vor 100 Jahren in seine Gewalt gebracht hat. Du musst einen Weg finden, in sein Inneres einzudringen und ihn von Ganons Einfluss zu befreien. Link, ich vertraue auf dich.
I heard you guys talking about that, but I didn't realize you needed Peter. Okay, thank you, Link. No.
I know I've mentioned it several times, but I think my favorite part about these runs is the nearly naked Link
Yeah.
around everybody.
Yep.
Until his clothes at the end. He's like a fashion icon.
It's wearing like the Gerudo head, like the Gerudo headdress or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Zora armor and the Firebreaker pants.
10 out of 10 would wear again.
Nearly naked. How can you be nearly naked? He's got his tiny blueies on.
His resurrection boxers.
Yeah.
Tiny.
So, if I remember correctly, you're gonna grab a few more items.
Gonna get these mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms.
And then I'm gonna just jump down.
And do another epic tree launch.
Okay, so for this tree, I don't save because if I miss it, I'm just gonna fly over there.
Oh, you use a different tree than I do.
I like this tree.
It's a good tree.
It's a good tree.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that positioning though. Ah, we didn't hit it enough times. This is fine. We'll at least get over there.
You like
Do some gliding.
to me like you might have stayed to sit
I
too early,
wanted
but it worked.
Nope, I got it. Yep, it's fine. And we froze. Yeah, I usually hit it 6 times. But I hit it only 5, which is okay.
It's all good.
I just gotta pay attention to my health here, because I tend to die here. We're gonna get some party chuckles. Why is Tristan in the house? That bothers me so much.
Because you haven't kicked him out.
No. Because you're supposed to be social distancing.
Well, you're 6 feet apart, and there's a closed door between you, isn't there? And headphones.
Yeah, but I have so many people that live in my house. You know? So we're going down here because there's a chest.
Because the 500 that we stole from what's his name isn't enough.
It is.
We need all of the money.
We need at least 1,300 for clothes. Just eat a mushroom just to save. What's my next save?
It is not a closeless run. She'll get close eventually.
Yes.
Maybe in about another 20 minutes. So Allison's gonna cook up some nice spicy food to keep her nice and warm while she's running around mostly
Bye,
naked.
Jeff. Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. Jeff's dead.
Bye, Jeff.
I think I just used one pepper and then the rest mushrooms. Yeah, 12 minutes. Perfect. And then 3, and you. That's for the volcano later, and this last one. I like to think that Teba is like a proper conversationalist because he like asks you a lot of questions and has a conversation with you, whereas everybody else is like, hey, help us get rid of this monster. I like Teba.
He's cool, I just always forget.
Schnell, weiter so. So geht's. Gut, einmal noch. Perfekt.
You know what I didn't eat? Food.
Did you eat something other than food?
Cool. Yes, we're fine.
Du machst das! Er hat uns im Visier!
Vomito first because Rivali's Gale is
Genau
awesome.
richtig!
Rivali's Gale is infinitely helpful for the rest of your run.
I was going to ask you.
I actually do vomito first no matter if I'm doing run or not. I use Molly's Gale all the time, so. I also do metal
Kannst du
first
weiterkämpfen?
in the DLC.
Pass auf!
Is the routing then
So wird's
the
gemacht!
rest of the is it based on speed getting to those locations, or is it based on how useful the items are? Is it more of a choice?
Urbosa's Fury is really useful as well for the rest of the run.
Yeah, I don't even use it until the mountain.
Right. But still, it's useful for that. So that's why we do it before then.
Perfekt!
And then, as far as Ruda and Rudania, you can probably do those in either order.
Nope. You want to do Rudo first because
Wir haben
His
es
Grace
geschafft.
gets you through the fight.
Oh, that's right.
Fireblight.
That's right, if you do it that way.
Fireblight?
Yes. In order to kill Fireblight fast, I'm not speaking my cartoon. You want to have Mifa's Grace because there's a portion where you're not using you're using an attack boost versus being safe from the heat. think that Fireblade is actually the hardest in this speedrun because of how you fight him. Thunderblade is super
Thunderblight's a
easy.
pushover if you do it the right way.
Tell our
You'll-
group
you'll-
in Breath of the Wild.
You'll see what we mean. You'll see what we mean.
It's actually really depressing.
Yeah, because Thunderblight's always been one of my favorite bosses. Definitely difficult on a casual playthrough for a first timer,
Yeah.
but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I agree. I like fighting him the normal way. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more challenging. Fighting him this way just feels really cheap. What am I doing? I'm trying to use my bow here. That could be.
Vier Kontrollen.
I always died with Thunderblade. Stomach's is saying the only one that's never killed him is Fireblade. I don't think I died to any of them except for Thunderblade. Actually, I don't know. It's been a really long time since I played this game.
My very first playthrough went to Waterblight first, and he was a pain in the rear. So
Yeah, I also did Waterblight
Yeah.
first.
I feel like the game kind of pushes you in that direction naturally.
yeah, head to Kakariko Village and then go to Zora's Domain.
Yeah.
Now, even in my casual playthroughs, I do Bob Meadow, and then I go do Thunderblight, and then I can go take care of everybody else real easy.
Jetzt sind nur noch...
Well, geez, Brett, that just cheeses everything. Go get yourself all buffed up before you go fight the blights. Yeah, that's no fun.
I did that
That's as
once.
fun as doing it.
I did that once just to do it, and you're right, it was boring. It was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is way too.
It's about as fun as speedrunning them. Ah, heck.
You're doing great, Allison.
I know. I was trying not to hit the bird because sometimes I hit the bird and then I fall. There we go, much better.
I usually always go over here. I guess that's a little bit
I
faster.
feel like it takes longer.
It
yeah.
does. That is a little bit faster, assuming that you don't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Stallnox. Once I started doing the dodge and the parries, it got really easy to do those fights.
I still have a lot of trouble dodging Thunderblight. He's just really quick. So
Yeah, when he's charging you,
it's nice to kill him quick.
yeah, when he's charging you, I definitely found the parry a lot easier. But some of the attacks, you can just do the backflip and it helps.
Yeah.
For some reason, this spin attack thing, I only get 2 hits in where it stops.
You should be able to stop the spin attack and then just be able to whack it a third time.
Yeah, it's not very good. I just think it's
Yeah.
weird.
They don't want to make the game too easy for you.
Oh my god.
Guck mal auf deine... Jetzt ist nicht...
Be careful of that thing pushing backwards.
Sei vorsichtig, er ist sehr treffsicher.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Ooh, that is not good. Oh my god! Did you see that? He went behind the pole.
Ooh.
So dumb. Can you please move, sir? Thank you.
Wimblight came up with some extra strats for this run.
I hear you want to beat me fast. How about I hide?
Let's see. Let's try this. I haven't tried this before.
He's gonna fall off the edge, isn't he? Yep.
Just slides off the edge.
Oh, der ist geschwächt.
Nice.
Er wird dich aus dem Gehalt angreifen. Pass auf!
Oh, he will. He knows you're not in any hurry. Yay!
Awesome.
Oh, I did that split wrong though.
Got him. Dun, 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 dun.
Don't forget your heart container.
Now this looks good.
Nice emotes, Moose of Hyrule. Ah, that's so cute.
Those are Allison's.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
They're so
Got
cute.
those.
So cute.
Ashley drew those for me.
Ah.
Ashley, skip. No, we are not getting the Master Sword.
It wouldn't be a speedrun. Well, I guess, actually, I don't even know how you...
There they
No.
are. Only two.
Only two.
You only have two emotes.
I have four emotes.
Four? Oh, you have the plus the tier 2 and 3, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of money.
Which I think is so
It is-
stupid.
it is
Like,
dumb.
it's so dumb. I really wish. That's why I have them available on my Discord, because I'm just like, it's just so stupid. Everybody should be able to use them.
I think it's a very large spike between tier 2 and tier 3. It's like 2 being $10 and 3 being 25. Like, that's a huge jump. I'm all about, you know, those that want to support for that, but sheesh. It's steep.
Yep.
I think those are from Z.
They are Where is Edie? Locke drops those big bucks to ZD. So now we're gonna get our use out of Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff, for your service.
Thanks, Jeff. You did not die in vain.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I already know what's coming up, too. It's like...
For some reason he wasn't preparing, and I was like, we're gonna get shot. Hiya!
No, no keys. We might see some electric keys in a little bit.
Grab it, thank you. Jeez. I don't understand what the big deal is about staying home and just stay home. You know what I mean? I don't know, I'm really annoyed right now that there's somebody at my house. Hi, Grim.
Hi, Graham. There's some Grim for a while.
Grim was here this morning. Oh, mother duck.
I wasn't here this morning. I was working. Ugh,
Serpentine, serpentine.
he shot you good.
From behind.
You might need to find some more hardy stuff.
It will be okay to turn into daytime pretty quickly.
Yeah, but I mean for later. You know, plan for the future.
Oh, I always buy her stuff. I'm good.
You say so. Okay. That's an interesting route.
Yeah, well, I can't do the damn tree, so.
Oh, I don't do the tree either, but I just run past it and just float over from there. Don't go up the extra height.
So you don't use you don't use the second row volley scale?
I think I do. I might just use it somewhere else.
Oh. There are reasons that different enemies and things show up in this game as frequently or as not frequently as they do. They have a purpose to make the game more interesting, more challenging. I think it's kind of pointless to complain about them.
Yeah, I think this being such an open world concept that if you just ran across with no enemies, it would be so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frederick,
cooperate.
I've been watching you this whole time, and I still have no idea where you are.
She's in the desert
I
now.
mean, obviously you're in the desert now, but like, how did you get here?
Well, she went over to the Cryona shrine and floated halfway there, and then ran the rest of the way.
I love the sand.
She used the Jeff potion to get there quickly.
There's one up there. We're using Frederick, but he's slow as AF.
You must have blinked. That's why you don't know how she got here.
I mean, if you really don't know the map of this game very well, I can see why you're really lost. When I first did this route, I was so lost.
Again, it's just a matter of doing it enough times that you start memorizing where you're supposed to be going, the general direction that you should be heading.
Okay, see, now I know where you are.
Yeah.
I know that.
Now that there's not a sandstorm. So that's one of the things where your map disappears. You can't see any of the You can't see any. You can't see any like locations or anything or landmarks in front of you. So you just got to kind of go off of your surrounding area and how you're getting through.
Don't go away, Frederick.
How you're getting through that section right after you get the sand seal to know that you're kind of headed in the right general direction.
Damn it.
Oh, looks like you're surfing on the way to the bar.
I would have been surfing either way. Like,
No, you're surfing without your seal this time.
surfing. And technically, you're surfing either way.
Let's not get technical here.
You need to seriously
technical.
think about what you're saying.
We're having a good time.
Sounds like it. I'm really impressed with this. Like, you're still surfing.
Brett says he uses bombs to stun the sand seals.
PETA! PETA!
Yeah! What
That's
the heck?
worse than running them over.
That's worse than
Sheesh.
killing foxes. That's like deliberate.
That's worse than freezing
Animal
horses.
abuse.
You're
Yeah,
literally
no,
blowing them up.
horses is- That's pretty deliberate with the horse
Yeah,
too.
but still, I mean, consider freezing a horse with an ice arrow versus blowing it up with a bomb. Which is worse?
You're a pretty man. I know there's such thing as pretty.
I guess you're right, Locke. If you're not blowing it to pieces, then it's okay. It's not quite as bad.
It's okay to harm animals as long as you're not brutally murdering them. That's fine. You heard it, your fault.
Speaking of brutally murdering things, I have a favor to ask of you, Allison. I need to update Epona's wiki page. Can you intentionally kill Epona and then go see if the horse god will revive it? Because that would be wonderful. Do that for me.
Just see if that's with the Baby Yoda face.
It's in the interest of information.
It's science.
It's science.
Cleaning girl clothes is my favorite thing ever.
It's science and information, and we need to know these to make sure that we have all of the information on the wiki that we can possibly have.
So no one else does
Why
it.
don't
Yeah.
you know? Last time I went to research something, you went ahead and did it anyway. So why don't you blow up Epona and do it for
I
me?
will. But my Switch is downstairs, and I'm tied to a
Wow.
headset right now.
It involves effort.
Wow.
Well, it's not that it involves effort. It would involve me getting away from Allison, and I can't do that right now.
Hashtag
No.
murder
Second.
Epona.
No, you won't. You won't survive. Let's not risk it.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I can survive.
Let's not risk it. There you go. See, Locke knows what's up. I can just run Epona off a cliff like every other horse that I've owned in Breath of the Wild.
See, there's another reason for you to
Yeah.
do it instead of me. You're clearly far better at murdering
Yes,
horses.
I am.
He's the expert.
I run them off of cliffs. I slash them with the Master Sword. However, I did not shoot one with a light arrow. I think that was Rachel, wasn't it?
That was Rachel.
So
What? Was it intentional?
No.
But it was brilliant. It was so great. It's the horse's fault for getting
it is.
your
It's always the horse's fault. It's the horse's fault for randomly running off the cliff.
It was the fox's fault for getting in your way.
Okay, the first time that this happened, I was going up to, where was I? The Hatino Ancient Tech Lab. and I didn't think that my horse was following me, and I get all the way up to the tech lab, and then I hear my horse right behind me, and I'm like, oh, it's my horse, and then she just runs straight off the cliff. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, for some reason they follow you up the cliff, even if they're far away. Also, if you guys hear like a really loud beeping, it's because my sister's cooking, because we set off the fire alarm. So...
That was not what I was expecting.
Especially at like 6 o'clock in the morning when she's making breakfast before work. It's great.
That's the best time to set off the fire alarm, though.
It is.
I don't know, I can smell her lemon candle.
Like, if I'm gonna be awake, everyone's gonna be awake. Come eat breakfast.
Smells gives me headache, so
It's like
starting to get a headache.
fire alarm is basically the dinner bell. It's ready, come and eat. I did not intentionally run a horse off the cliff, but I may intentionally run a pony off the cliff to verify whether or not the horse god will revive it. I imagine that it will, but the wiki page doesn't.
Catherine, how is Lady Gaga?
Hi, Catherine.
As Anthony likes to say. In the words of Lady Gaga, God, he's such an idiot.
Oh.
I miss that kid. Hello.
Mossies.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're just falling even more and more behind, aren't we?
Oh, that's okay.
I think it's because Blake's here.
I'm not worried about falling asleep.
He's sabotaging everything. You're falling asleep?
I just woke up.
Oh, okay.
I swore I'm like, wait, are we starting at 10 or 11?
At this point, probably 12.
That's okay. I've woken up like 6 times today. I woke up at 2.
Many naps.
Then I woke up at 3. And I woke up at 8. When Goose started playing with... Yeah.
So I'm almost positive that we do the week.
Maybe.
In what way?
Just how we go about sneaking around.
Well, which way is faster?
The one that doesn't get you caught. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which way it is. Just don't get caught.
Oh, I just left bananas. Oh, well.
Everyone hates this part, but I thought it was so fun.
Yeah, this is one of the best parts.
It's fun when you know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, what time did we start? I gotta get my stuff together. I'll be back.
Okay. Just so you know, Moss, there was some technical difficulties, and
Yeah.
there was like 5 minutes
Okay,
of
that's a new.
trying to figure
That's a
that
new
out.
trick that I might have to do.
I wasn't watching the stream for a second, so when you said that, I thought you were referring to technical difficulties being.
Oh, yeah. I should try having technical difficulties sometime.
I'm gonna be smart and wait for this guy. Yep, I knew it. If I flew over there, he would have seen me.
Like the design of like all the like the Yiga hideout. Just
Yeah.
the lighting and everything, it's just really neat.
Unfortunately, I'm one less banana than I normally am because I accidentally
That's
left
gonna be a
one.
problem.
Nah, it's not. I'll just make 2 floors instead of 1. Oops. The jars.
Okay, that works, I guess.
What?
I usually throw the nano off the other side. And... He walks further the other way.
I mean, you could basically fly over his head either
Yeah.
way, so as long as he's distracted, it doesn't matter how far away it is.
Oh, there's a banana in that chest.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Okay, I'm just trying to be helpful.
I'll just use one of the 4s on Thunderblade since he's so fast. I normally use a 5. A 5er!
Oh, really? I only cook 4 bananas at a time because it still gives you the triple.
Oh, I just...
It gives you the triple with less time, but most of the time you don't need the whole duration of it.
Yeah, banana peel. I like how he rubs his mask.
Right.
Like, this guy is so goofy. I love him.
You are the one I have been searching for.
The one, the only. Master. I love him.
The burly.
And then I use this sword that I got. Because I don't care to break it.
That's it. I dressed Master Koga for Halloween.
Yes.
That would be
Do
awesome.
it.
I really wish my sister didn't like that damn cat.
Rivalis Sturm ist bereit.
Yay. I don't know what you said, but I'm pretty sure it means Rivali's Gale is ready.
Yeah, does that extra shot with the arrow help a lot when he lands?
It does. Because she's using...
The duplex, right? Or is it
no, you're...
this
Eagle
bow?
bow, great
Great
eagle.
Eagle. Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of it. I wanted to call it Rivali's Bow, but it's not Rivali's Bow. It's the bow that he used.
Rivali's Bale.
Rivali's Bail. It's the bow that he used, but that's not the name of it. Yes, and because you're getting the triple shot out of it, makes a
Like
difference.
how Rivali's like explaining his special power, and he's like, "And this power that does Rivali's Gale." Like, dude, chill, you're dead. I actually really like Rivali, so I'm just teasing him. It makes me sad when people hate on Rivali because, like, obviously he's got a chip on his shoulder, and I'm really bummed that there wasn't more of a story to him in the DLC, because I was like, yes, we're gonna get to know like what his deal is. You know what I mean?
Maybe we'll get more backstory in the sequel. You never know.
I kind of think that they've been put to rest and that we're fine with Alex.
I don't know. You never know.
I don't know. I shared my thoughts on the podcast, the Champions Cast on ZeldaDungeon.net. You can find it on how does Andy do this on iTunes and Podbean or wherever you get your podcast. Andy, I'm not trained in this.
I'm so very motivated to go find it.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to be Andy Spiteri and do a shameless plug.
Didn't work very well.
I'm sure it worked for everybody but you. It's fine. I also dismissed my split, so we're gonna skip that.
Skip.
mean, Andy's done 100 episodes of the Champions Cast. He's done so many episodes of the virtual theater. He's done like 4 or 5 episodes of his Metroid podcast. He's got it down.
You gained time on that last split, though.
I gained time?
You
That's fine.
made up time.
Oh.
Because when you skipped it, you were still plus less time than your previous split.
I was like, why am I out of money, but I didn't sell my...
You didn't sell your tote hats.
Okay. That's about right.
And we buy shock arrows because we're planning for the future.
And stimulating the Gerudo economy.
Yeah. You didn't cook your bananas.
I cooked them after talking to her.
Okay, fair enough.
Go get him, Popo! Go
All
get
these
him!
different routes.
They upgrade gear, and they get you like the jewelry and stuff that has special abilities like, you know, electric resistance, all that kind of stuff. So you can use the gems for a lot of things. I use them for money.
It's about all they're good for in this category, because you don't need to do anything else.
Kitty.
Aw.
Oh, we're cooking myself. Okay, this is fine.
Fried or delicious?
Yep.
That's the food that'll heal you right.
Yeah.
Might have to grab that one. There's one party truffle in the Zora region. I might need that. Yeah, hopefully we could do this rest. Alright.
I'm excited to see some strats.
I think it's definitely the most fun strats, except maybe, Ladanya. Don't forget to save, don't forget to save, don't forget to save, don't forget to save, don't forget to save.
You should save.
Don't forget to save, don't forget to save. Don't forget to save. Don't
Doesn't
forget
it auto-save there
forget.
anyway?
Nope. No? You should know this. You've died fighting Navorus and have to gone back all the way back to the city and cook your food. I know, I've seen it. And you can't save while you're fighting it either.
Right. I know that. I just always thought that it was bringing me back here, but maybe it's because I manually saved. I don't know. All I know is that I was upset that I had to go all the way back through this.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait,
If you don't save there, it takes you back to where you last talked to
Yeah,
her.
big setback.
like at the village, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, it doesn't autosave for you. At what age does her head stop growing? So I was gonna say she's gonna grow into that because she's only like 14, but I'm like, does your head keep growing after a certain age?
So confused by that question. Like it came out of nowhere.
No, there was a reason. I had a point.
I am curious. Google, at what age does your head stop growing?
I know your nose and your ears keep growing until you're like old, so I don't know. And apparently I stopped growing when I was 12, so.
Me too.
Fun fact, if you use a duplex bow or any bow with extra arrows in one shot, you know that you can do this by only hitting the speed split.
Assuming that both bomb arrows hit the foot.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a situation where it happened. Maybe if I was too far away.
I always thought that they should be called seal walruses, but I mean, it doesn't feel as nice. The
Oh my
big
god,
tusk.
she didn't come to save me. Wow, she was right there! What a bee.
Man. Ouch. This is starting to look more and more like my runs.
All of the like pre-riders. I think they're better than the bosses.
Wow, my splits don't think I can get a possible time save during this. That makes me nervous. Pretty much if I don't have a perfect Naboris, we're gonna lose time. Ugh, that's stressing me out.
Don't think about it.
Apparently,
Think about something else.
Apparently, your head doesn't reach full growth until the ages of 16 to 18.
Oh, thank you for the update.
So I know that you all were really
Yeah.
to hear that information. So now that you guys know, I'm here to inform.
I was holding my breath the whole time waiting for that.
And I'm sorry it took me so long to find it.
She's got a few years then to grow into
Yeah.
that helmet.
Das da ist.
Pretty sure it autosaves here, but I'm saving anyways.
So me and Allison do Naboris differently.
I stretch them more.
Yeah, my strats are more solid.
Wow! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Nice.
You just got sniped!
Yeah, that was great.
Correct.
I love it.
So yeah, I don't do this way.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine, everything's fine. Everything is fine. We're gonna do this okay. Alright, oh wait, hold on, I'm not ready. My hands are all sweaty. Ooh, almost jumped back. Okay, what is this?
Hey, sweet.
Noch 4 kommen.
Very nice.
We're good.
Well done.
The rest is cake.
Yeah!
Whew. My heart is like, what is Michael Scott saying? 1,000,000 miles a minute or something. He says 1,000,000 miles an hour. I don't know what he says. Oh, let's just use regular arrows.
Office quotes in Zelda, best stream ever.
I love the office. That's my jam. Okay. Another thing to note: if you hit these like light bulb thingies, electric nodes, whatever's, with a double shot of electricity arrows, it'll stay open. So I'm gonna use the duplex bow.
I didn't know that.
If you don't, yeah, if you only hit it with one, it does not stay open.
I never have a problem with it because I always jump down and
Yeah!
all the time, so and I just run to it. So. But that's good to know.
Yeah, I've had an issue with it before where I got stuck.
Jetzt hast du nur noch.
And then these guys always snipe me. Ah, heck. Okay, we're good.
Sounds like somebody's getting an Oracle game ready.
No, that's my cell phone. I'll be right back.
Oh. I said that, and then I looked at the who's in the voice call, and Mossie's isn't in it, and I was
Nur noch ein Auge.
Go get him! Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Stalnox, it's another DLC pack that we got. Secret pack.
Do all the dungeons in this game have different music?
Yes.
Yep.
Like,
Is it
if you
good
listen to Mifa's, it sounds like a dollhouse. Like a
Really?
creepy
Yeah.
dollhouse. Yeah.
Du hast
I
die
was
Karte,
doing,
die
like,
sie dir ein
Watching a
das
video
wird
that
sich.
was like a type bench. I feel like I've talked about this before, but that was like talking about Zelda themes. And I had to guess which one. The only one I didn't know, apparently,
Ah, dang it, I wanted your weapon.
Toll gemacht, der große Leute. Aber sei weit.
Oh, look, he survived! I'd like your weapon, please. Ow. Because he'll try and snipe me. Alright, we can eat the bananas now to get some hearts back. That's all we need. Okay, we want shock arrows. No, bomb arrows. Shock arrows?
Bomb
Oh,
arrows.
I have it in my notes.
Bomb arrows. Always bomb arrows.
It's in my notes.
Unless you fight them differently than I do.
Okay, Blake, it's bomb arrows. Just so
Okay.
you know.
All right, we're on the same page here.
And then the shield, weapon. Okay. Except, yeah, that weapon's fine.
Hold on, let me Google it.
And I had
What
bananas.
arrows do you use against Thunderbolt? Google says bomb arrows.
We got the head question from Google.
Blitzschnell.
Yeah.
Verlieren nicht aus
Google
den
has
Augen.
almost every answer.
Watching
For some reason, those 3 shots didn't take him out, so I'm really glad I got him now.
Jeez, I wasn't gone that long. Come on.
The first one took out a lot of damage, but the other ones.
Auf die Blitze
Alright.
auf. Sonst blühte das gleiche Schicksal wie mir.
Where are you? Somebody's got their...
Oops, I forgot to mute it.
I love hearing myself.
Right. Wait, did you just wait, what?
I forgot.
I
to
realized
mute
that he's
Yeah.
just
That's it.
I was like, I'm gonna watch and wait for the strat, and then I realized he's dead. What?
Yeah, you might need to go back and watch it in slow-mo to really catch everything.
So the strat is bomb arrow the crap out of him? Is that it?
With a triple attack and a triple bow. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And in bullet time. I don't think you do quite as much damage unless you're in bullet time.
Really? Is that a general thing, or?
Well, I think you're probably doing more damage because you have more of a chance to aim correctly and do headshots on him.
I don't know
But you
which ones.
certainly, not being in bullet time, pull off
Okay, let's-
3 shots.
Bullet time in a fantasy.
Yep.
Jesus.
That's it. It's like, I hate fighting Thunderblight. It's great to be able to cheese him like that. Just annihilate him. I hate fighting him straight up.
Yeah, and like I said
I
earlier, I
mean,
think he's one of my
You
favorites.
can already choose him by having a fully upgraded rubber suit.
It's true, but
That's fair.
that takes a long time to go get, and
I usually do.
we're on a very late time schedule right now.
Well, I used to do this one last,
Yeah.
so I have plenty of time
What
to
were you
get it
saying,
anyways.
Liz?
I said fighting Thunderblight, he's one of my favorites to fight, just because of the skill you have to be able to do, the
Yeah.
So,
the
my
dodges
favorite-
and the parries and things like that.
My favorite thing to choose is the ice quest with the Majora's Mask.
The what?
The ice, when you have to carry the ice in the desert, you wear Majora's Mask.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about legit Majora's Mask. And I
There's
was
an
like,
ice quest in Majora's Mask? I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, are we playing Hangman in chat?
Yeah, I like to do that.
Hey! Oh!
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
Oh!
I was just watching that while I was eating dinner. Well, it's so weird having the TV right there so you can watch it while eating, because when I was at the house I grew up at, the kitchen and living room were separate. Now the dining room table is just on the other side of the couch.
Snoopy! Actually,
Oh, more animal abuse, it sounds like.
no, I just rocked it, but I saw radish and I think I need it. He just came out of nowhere!
Oh,
boy.
man.
Damn that
He
bird.
gotcha.
Ah, here.
Go pick up your sword.
I dropped
Yeah,
my
I
sword?
think you dropped your sword.
No, I destroyed it on the Thunderblade, so I didn't have a
Oh,
sword.
I thought I saw something go flying off to the right.
It's probably me off my sword.
No, it's something else.
Electricity is the worst thing in this game.
Wow, really? Because that was like as straight as it gets, alright? I don't understand this strat.
What are you doing?
Trying to do infinite push. Then... Nope, nope, hold on, nope, nope, nope. So my best friend of the last, I don't know, 20 years of my life still spells my name
16
wrong.
swift sail fails.
That's a good one.
You're welcome, Locke. So Allison's using Cryonis blocks here to avoid talking to the Zora that's on the other side of the bridge.
Smart.
She's social distancing, and so it's
Social
fine.
distancing.
Cause I do it right. What the heck? Why are you following me? Get away!
Everything's out to get you.
Well, you're whistling, so the geese want to come too.
Hey, Mossy, so you're still in
It's
the
payback
chat?
for the
Send me
owl
just
abuse.
a message on Discord.
Even Epona's coming.
What's that? What's on this one?
Jimmy just sent Mossy as a message on Discord about an upgrade for the form.
Uh-huh.
Just figured Mossy's probably not paying much attention right now because of this.
Oh, he'll probably won't care about it until later anyways.
Rivali Sturm ist bereit.
Geese want revenge.
Are you gonna go up the mountain first, or just go straight to Zora's domain?
Up mountain.
Wait, there's a PETA command now?
Oh yeah.
Yes, because Allison
Allison has killed that many animals. That's right, R2, we're going to the Digibus system.
Who has R2 anyways?
That would be me. Sorry, my DoorDash is about here.
Yeah, what are you getting?
I got Zaxby's tonight because I was in the mood for some fried chicken, and that's the only thing with
I don't know
DoorDash.
what that is.
It's a fried chicken chain, mostly on the south or southwest area, and I'm in Utah, so it's here, I guess. But
Well, this is really nice. Lately, so my dad broke out the barbecue for the first time this year.
I'm doing that tomorrow as long as it doesn't rain. I bought hamburger buns and onions and lettuce, tomatoes. I'm gonna grill burgers tomorrow as long as weather holds.
We had
What does Mossy say?
We had
Does
pork.
anybody want 3-day-old
Hamburger meat.
hamburger meat?
I think that's like quote 20.
Vaniac, that's me. Moose, I'm in Utah.
Mossy's would ask if anybody wants 5-day-old pasta because he cooked that much.
That's what he
In
wants.
one pot.
That's what he wants.
Hey, remember the time a fish could had 3 cheesecakes done before she started Twilight Princess?
Yeah. Yeah, she had a little extra time on her hands that year.
Hey, watch out for the Goron. He was
These
walking
are-
out.
Yeah. Gorons are
Just like-
animal people too.
Who was the last one to?
Oh.
The rocks. That's not a boulder. It's a rock.
I'll be right
Setting your
back.
horse on fire. I think that qualifies for that.
Great.
There's the Guardian.
It's a rock.
I forget who started last, Fish or Blake.
In
The year
let's
she made
see,
the fish.
that year, she did because I did not have the skills that year that I do now. She was much better at Twilight Princess than I was.
I'm still amazed at all this stuff because I was at work during when she started. To see what she did to cut that time down.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm from the person that likes to 100% Twilight Princess, so...
I haven't done 100% Twilight Princess in a long time. I've wanted to for a while.
It's fun to 100%.
I just
There's so
haven't.
many mini games and
I will
stuff.
never 100% that game ever again in my whole life.
I've done it 4 times.
I'm sure Pumbaa appreciates that.
Yeah. So does everybody want to watch Robo for 7 million hours?
I mean, I'll watch you play Rogol while I watch
I don't count
the Lord of the
Robo
Rings trilogy
towards
too.
100%ing it because that's just unfair, especially in the HD version. I played it long enough.
Although being in the same room as Henna, she's hella cute,
She
so
is.
I'm okay with
Well,
that.
I played it long enough in the original to get the hook to get the Hylian Loach, but that was it. And then they had to screw it up by making it gyro controls in the HD version.
Yeah, you can.
You can. I tried playing with it and I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, the gyro controls made me rage quit that.
Yeah, they're in the options menu somewhere. They're buried in there somewhere.
I'm just counting post souls and heart containers and other mini games as my 100% ting, and I'm only missing 2 heart pieces.
Use the fortune teller.
Well, technically I'm missing 4, but I'm not counting the other 2 because I know exactly where they are. They're in the Palace of Twilight. But I just haven't entered that yet.
Plenty of people 100% Zelda games for it, just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna run 100% Spirit Tracks.
I mean, I 100% did the original because I followed the Zelda Dungeon guide.
There you go.
Brett knows that I'm crazy enough to
That you
include
can-
Rogol in 100%.
I'd include Rogol. I'd hate every second of it. But if I have to 100% the game, I'm doing all of it.
I 99%ed A Link Between Worlds. I could not get that final,
My.
it was the one we have to run between Lowell and Hyrule, the racing one.
It's been a long time since I've done Link Between Worlds. I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
It's like a racing minigame and you get a heart piece for it. There's
Is it
2
the same
versions.
one that's in A Link to the Past? The same reason.
It's the Pegasus Boots minigame.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
long run too.
Yeah, you run from the east side of Lake Hylia all the way up to the
That
forest.
sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I had trouble with that one.
I tried it like maybe 20 times before I just had to quit. I wanted to beat the game.
Oops.
And so that was the one main.
How the
That's
heck
why
is
I've
that
only
a gold?
90%ed it.
Woo! Glad!
I literally did everything.
Gold!
I think I even did the insane Tugu challenge.
Honestly, I have no idea how that happened.
Between Worlds. I played it so much. And my record's still only like, what? 150 or something like that? I think I got a new record at the marathon. Or I was close. For the Kupko minigame.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I stayed in it for so long.
You were very good at that.
I'm not usually.
Oh yeah, another game I almost 100%ed was Minish Cap, but when I first played it, I don't think I was following the guide, and so I was missing too many kinstones, and I just could not figure out where they were in the end, and just kind of gave up and just finished the game.
Yeah, it has a few things that are permanently missing, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does. It has at least
think so.
one thing.
So the games I've 100%ed are A Link to the Past and Oracle of Seasons. Besides the other ones I mentioned.
I'm not sure that I ever want to try to 100% the oracles.
Yeah, with all the
Especially like doing a Link
passwords.
game.
Right, yeah. Those are the ones.
Well, at least I think I 100%ed it because I pretty much followed the guide to get around. Like, so I went just so because I would try to find things on my own, but then I'd go back and try to do things I missed with the guide.
When I was a kid, I would have taught myself those guides. I felt like I was less of a player. And now that I'm an adult, it's just like, if I don't want to do something, I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah, on my first playthrough of a game, I don't use guides, but then after that, it's like, I just want to do it. Yeah, I'll use guides, and I'll find everything that way.
Well, because with Spirit Quest, technically my second time playing through it, I did use the guide because I wanted to do it if I could.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh my god, I did not see that coming!
That is an all-star archer right there.
Ow. Somebody promote that guy! That was like incredible. Like bad, but great.
Yeah, you can't even be mad about that.
No.
Who cares if it ruins your timing?
It just came literally out of the left side of my screen, so out of left field. Oh my god. I just like 1 second I'm listening to you guys talk, and then the next is like
next your light is flashing before your eyes.
I'm like, why is this happening to me? Made it.
He was a PETA officer.
That's great.
That's a great quote, Locke. You should add that one.
My favorite quote that wasn't added to the quotes is when we were playing Four Swords Adventures and Sean said, "It's Four Swords Adventures, not your Swords Adventures."
Did you say that to Andy? Because that sounds like something you say to Andy.
I don't remember who he said it to. I just remember it being said.
Andy's over here like knocking people out, taking their force gems. Literally had to carry that dude so he'd stop attacking his teammates. Oh my god, that is great! Wow. Who just squeaked? There's like 3 girls in here.
There's a lot of squeaking opportunity in this call right now.
Locke, also add the one about PETA.
I feel like that one doesn't have any context though, if you were looking at it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as funny after the fact.
Yeah,
I'm the one who said it. It's okay.
Yeah, there's too much context from behind. It's funny in the moment. Apparently he didn't want to start teleporting midair.
It was probably the 13th. Who knows?
I'm tired of this game already. You know what? I'm actually, this is pretty good for not touching it for 2 months. I'm pretty okay with this, actually.
I still need to beat the Switch
It's been
version.
2 months. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a long time to do with that.
I've beaten the game, I just haven't beaten the Switch version because I got distracted by other games.
Played it on Wii U then?
Yeah, 'cause I wasn't gonna buy a Switch just for this game.
But then you did buy it on Switch anyway?
I bought a Switch for Mario Odyssey. I got this game used later on.
Let's see.
I want to give the Wii U version to my cousin because he doesn't have a Switch yet.
I bought the Wii U version because I was extremely impatient to wait until the 13th to get my Switch.
I just didn't get a Switch until about a year after it came out.
I literally bought mine the day before Mario Odyssey came out, so the first games I owned for it were Stardew Valley and Just Dance 2018.
I love Stardew.
I need to play that for the exercise these days.
Yeah, I bought a Switch because I wanted the special edition of this game. So I had to immediately after work go straight to stand in line because I hadn't pre-ordered the Switch. So I had to get there early enough to hope I could get one.
There goes Rachel's back again.
One thing I can say is the Switch version of Just Dance is the better version because it's the most accurate in terms of scoring.
Are there any loading differences between Wii U and Switch on this? Like time differences anyway? Do you know?
I think the Wii U loads faster.
Really? Faster?
Yeah.
The Wii U loads faster in one thing, but I think the Switch starts up faster. Like when you start the game.
Yeah, but you don't time that portion.
Right.
Yeah, so then better for speedrunning would technically be Wii U?
Yes, but since the Switch update that added like overclocking during loading times, I don't know how much that has affected the timing of these types of runs. But I think the general idea is that the Wii U is still faster.
Interesting. I would not have expected that. Why is that? Is it because the Switch is a portable console, I guess?
I'm not sure exactly. I don't know if the Wii U version has a slightly lower game resolution and the console can load it faster than the Switch can load its version, or if there's some other reason why. I mean, they're both supposed to be.
Launch. Good job, Allison.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the one I'm actually
this
nervous
is
about.
the really interesting one. Did you save?
Ooh, yeah, I just did.
Yeah. So.
I'm saving again just in case.
This is the very impressive.
I believe in you.
I believe in me too.
Step one.
This one's very specific of how she needs to do it. She has to have full power on it, and then she has to crouch and shoot the arrow.
Please don't start, please don't start, please don't start, please don't start. Come on. Come on. Yeah, baby!
Woo!
Woo! That was it, we can stop the run now.
That was close.
That was so close!
You were out of stamina, it almost started raining. You almost reloaded your
Rain
game.
would have been great. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been great if she was just out of stamina and then slid down the mountain. So I'm pretty sure that this is the intended way that you're supposed to get into. You're just supposed to fly through the side window. Yeah.
Sturm ist bereit.
It's like, hey, I'm here!
I didn't think it get rained on the whole time.
With a shield strapped to your feet.
Yep.
Boom. Hank!
Yay!
And now we talk for 4.5 minutes! This is like just as painful as the end of Wind Waker. Unskippable.
It's slightly more painful because the end of Wind Waker is only a 4-minute cutscene.
That's fair. God, my head hurts.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's because my sister frickin' lit her lemon candle and I can't. The candle smells very well.
This is just amusing. Link wearing the Vi outfit talking to them.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, he'll get a new shirt in a minute. Muzo won't be happy about it.
You already look beautiful with those pants and those.
Dorfine. His name is Dorfin. Like Dorfin. This is fine.
Have you guys still seen the Roger Space Sidon songs to the tune of Gaston?
It's amazing!
Yeah.
Yes! It's so good! It's like one of my favorite videos.
Because he's the king, Catherine. The king should be the largest one.
He a big boy.
I mean, you guys remember the other King Zora? A week.
A week. A week. A week. At least you don't have to wait for this one to get out of the way of anything.
How long is this conversation? A week. What's with the Zora being slow AF? I'm in. Let's do it.
What's amazing is how weak water blight is to the Rosa.
I like that you're already wearing it and he still just trots off all grumpy.
Yeah, I really wish that he would like realize
Right.
there and we could get this conversation over with. Let's see, are they loaded? Yep, they were loaded.
Loaded, huh?
Well, sometimes you like land there and they're not there and you have to wait a second for them to load.
That
I
cutscene.
can't believe I still have to go up the
The
mountain.
cutscene cutting between Link and way funnier without dramatic music or anything. It's just a lot of staring.
It's funny? Oh.
So the funniest thing that about Amitha is when you talk to her after beating water blight for like a third or fourth time, when she yells at him not to read her diary. Have you guys seen the bonus cutscenes or full conversations? Which is funny because it's like the opposite of Urbosa, who's like, please show Zelda my diary. I have some entries in there about her mother.
Yeah. So much talking.
So another reason that we bought all of those shock arrows, we already have them, so we don't need to go steal them from the Lionel. Because planning for the future.
What future? There is no future.
Diaries are cool. I think more books in general, like a Skyrim style book system, would be really
Yeah.
neat for
Do you
Zelda.
collect the books in Skyrim? Because I do, and it's so much fun.
I do, but I don't read them.
I mean, I put them in my
Yeah,
house.
I got a huge bookshelf.
I get the library in my house.
I think I got a mod that lets me put extra books on my bookshelf because I just have so many books.
Yeah.
Oh, the tree thing again.
Hopefully.
You only really get one shot at this one.
Wow! Oh, Lord.
Well.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. That's not what you're supposed to do.
There's a fox.
Thanks!
Yeah.
I half
that
expected her to
fox.
turn around and shoot it with an arrow just cause.
No!
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we haven't had a PETA for a while, so.
Yeah, it's about time for one.
So guys,
I don't do it on purpose.
I gotta go for a
God.
little while because I just remembered I promised to play some Jackbox with my cousin tonight.
Okay.
Totally forgot about that. It's been a bit crazy at work. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
See ya.
See you later.
Ha!
I want to make like a montage where you say you don't kill them on purpose, and it's a picture of all the dead animals.
Wow.
All the horses getting frozen, all the animals getting run over.
Followed by the PETA sniper taking you out.
So everyone's overhyped, but also he's the most memorable character.
I'm all about that Taba.
I'm a huge
Again,
Dino
Taba's
fan.
cool. I just don't remember his name ever.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Thought he was
Let me start this so I can save some time. Jeebus.
thought he was so Gaston like, and then before I saw it on the internet, and then I went to look it up again. It was like the same thing.
He's like nothing like
I know,
Gaston,
but
though.
like he's I don't know.
He's just
Yeah.
big, family, and burly. That's all.
Yeah.
Sehr gut, du bist spitze! Halt dich gut fest! Du warst gegen das Eis!
Have you been able to get all of them before?
I've got 2.
I've never been able to
Eine
get
Elektrofrei!
over to the other side to get the other two. First shot.
Bis nach oben!
Oh, I like with the ice. No, I've never gotten
Oh, okay. Stream delay.
Du bist der Beste!
This game has some really great underrated music. though.
I mean, you could always mute your mic and then listen to the stream audio.
I'm Allison from the podcast. That's me. And then the people, they can introduce themselves, but they got little icons on the bottom there.
I'm Ashton. If
I'm
that
Blake.
helps.
And then Tyler was there.
Yep.
And
Ash-
Moose is muted.
Link, gute Arbeit! Der Titan...
No problem.
Yeah, you're expected to just know who we are based on our avatar.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on.
Get your life together.
For the longest time, my avatar was Toon Link with a Santa hat on.
Is there a reason?
Just because I never change it. So I think this one's been my current one for probably about a year now.
My avatar was Hanzo for about a year from Overwatch.
But I like this one because someone drew it for me, and I was like, It's me in cartoon form.
Me and Catherine's collective, the sun is my icon. Wow, I'm almost out of arrows. This is bad.
Also include gold.
Now I suggested a goal, but somebody was like,
No
"I
one
don't
likes our. No one likes any of the gold. It's not considered like it.
know." Like that's a bad goal, and I'm like, I'll do it.
We weren't.
It's like,
We honestly were not expecting to get more than 50, so that is why we've like shut off the
Spirit Track 100% is a good goal. Like, do people actually want to see Spirit Tracks 100%? I guess.
baby bean.
But 100% the Skyward Sword would be way easier if I'm allowed to go back in time.
What's this DC quest?
Zelda Classic, right?
Mossy's is already doing that.
He's playing next. You guys can talk about that.
Oh, du hast Sisedek Router zu viel Glück.
This is Isle of River.
She does what she wants.
Yeah, I do what I want. Ooh, almost got the bonus. I like Misa's character, but like her voice is just so cringy.
Bad.
It's super obnoxious. 4 matches left.
I'm pretty sure I played the original Parallel World and I did not enjoy it very much. It's very difficult.
Like, I mean, 2D is in overhead.
Lots.
Well, wait, Triforce Heroes. If that counts.
It counts?
It only counts.
It's... It's got The Legend of Zelda in the title. It counts.
Noch ein Kontroll.
That was pretty slick. Yeah, that's what Brett said too.
Du hast alle Kunden der Große, aber bleib wachsam.
Milliliters of water for optimal hydration. It's not very much water.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I've had a lot more than that already.
What is water? What is this H2O you guys are speaking of? Alright, let's eat some bananas.
It's that thing I mix my Kool-Aid in and drink.
We want bomb arrows and shock arrows. And we want this bow. And we want to start with bomb arrows. Okay. I think we're okay.
Wait, I just realized you went to Goron City and then Lasagna. Why is that?
Because I need Nathan's grace.
So why did you
She was kind of already heading in the direction.
Whoa!
To...
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That was nice. Amazing.
Ow.
I thought I hit him in the eyeball, so I thought he was dead. Okay, now we can do this.
She was already kind of heading in the direction to go up the mountain.
Oh, okay.
And also, I think for optimal use of Rivali's Gale, Because you used a bunch to go up the mountain, and then you let it recharge while you're doing Goron Village stuff. And by the time you get into Ruda, they're recharged.
What do I do? Ice block. I want to be an ice block already. This is fine. Alright. Ice block, 1 bomb arrow, and 2 shock arrows. Yes! Oh. This is fine. Oh, whoops, no, it's not. Effed up. I effed up. And drown.
F.
Why do I keep doing that? There, now it's done. Why do I keep doing that? I keep doing my split too early.
That was a quick boss fight.
I'm actually glad I didn't die, because sometimes I died to him. Now we can do the split. I think it's weird that Ruta goes underwater and like emerges up on a freaking mountain.
And there's no possible way to get through there. This has got to be a very large cave in there.
Alright.
Sheik teleportation technology. That's all I'm saying. Link can do it.
Yeah, that's so can the Divine Beast. That's a good point.
I don't normally make food here, but I really need to. No! Okay, yeah, dummy.
Drop on the floor.
That'd be great if the fire would have cooked them and then you wouldn't have been able to make meals out of them.
Yes, that would have been amazing.
Would have been great.
That would have been so
That would have
good.
been par for this stream.
I think this run is going fantastic, all things considered.
Yeah, it looks like a good run.
I think it's a pretty good run. I was banned from playing Breath of the Wild for a couple months, so I think this is good.
Oh, oof. Someone's bringing up that quote about me again.
I hate going up this mountain.
It's so much fun.
Arceus is wondering why you were banned, Allison.
Because I was playing it too much. I was doing too many runs, and I should have been, I was doing too many runs, and I should have been practicing my other games. Actually, let's scratch that. I should have been practicing Skyward Sword because I need to make up the most time on that game. That's why.
If yesterday's any indication, so do I.
You're okay. I think we're good. I think you and I are gonna get there and we're gonna be great. That or we'll just be terrible.
Yeah, right. You and I can have a race while Catherine and Locke are having their own.
Yeah, exactly. I keep saying like I'm gonna get 4th place, and Moss is like that's unacceptable, and I'm like, well, it's gonna happen either way. So.
I don't expect you to get 715, Locke, but still, I would be shocked if you don't get sub 8. Like.
Yeah, 8 is a good target. I don't think I would ever get a 715.
I can't either. I keep thinking I can, and then it just never happens.
Yeah.
Well, if you could just,
I feel like I'm one of.
if you could get past the worst part in the game, then it'll be fine.
The whole game is the worst part of the game.
Allison, did you see what happened yesterday? In my Skyward Sword run? What made it go so bad?
Depending where.
Well, I named a split worst part of the game. And then the split lasted for 15 minutes.
Oh my god, what was the split?
It was the Thunder Dragon cart transport.
Oh,
I died 4 times on it, yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
What was I gonna say? I feel like one of those speedrunners that's like, yeah, I can do some of these tricks and stuff just fine. I'm just not fast. Like, I can't move my hands as fast as some players do. And my Phantom Hourglass time is great and all, but it's like seriously, the speedrun for Phantom Hourglass is 3:12 or something like that. Because they do all the same strats I do, they're just 10 times faster than me at them. So I think like I could do the strats, but it doesn't mean I could do them well or quickly.
Link's Awakening is the only game that I feel like I would even have a chance of getting to a good time at some point. Except
I want the time
they just came up with a new glitch, or not a glitch, it's a skip because it's glitches. But it's so hard to do, and now I'm like, well, I think I can say goodbye to any hopes I had.
Oh no. See, with this game, I feel like I'm very good at this game. I just don't think I'll get. I think I could get a 235, and that's probably the best I'll ever get.
Even if you like played it back to back to back. What do you think?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because like I just am not that fast. Like the guy. Okay.
Your bum is
me now.
It's really.
I didn't want to wait for it, but I'm wasting my time trying to grab it.
Sturm ist bereit.
Yeah, the guy who has the first place in this, his run is I think 2:12.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the world record for this category then?
For this one that I'm doing?
Oh, sorry, you just said that.
I think like the world record for fastest beating this game is somewhere like 26 minutes.
But I mean, there's a lot of stuff to skip in there. There's usually all the dungeons.
Ooh, shooting stars.
Yes. I know, I saw that. I wanted to be shooting stars in Animal Crossing again. That was a lot of fun. I like that.
It's a good friend.
Yeah, they are. Hopefully we don't god, you know those sounds so weird in any other language but English.
I gotta hear him now.
He sounds like a friggin' child.
Oh my gosh. What are these noises he's making?
He sounds worse in Japanese.
Ah! That's what you know about Someone said they sound like Cappy. I mean, really does.
Like who?
Cappy. From Mario Odyssey.
Cappy. Oh, Cappy, yeah. Oh my god, there's 2 Catherines in the chat.
Oh man. Now instead of being 3rd and 4th, we'll be 4th and 5th place.
Hilarious.
Combat the power of the Catherine.
Catherine, oh,
Too powerful.
please send her.
You're not very far behind the record then, if the record is 212. Like, that's pretty close.
I think I get a new block there. New blocks, new friends. Whoa! Did I get it? Oh my god, I got that! That was great.
Nice grab.
It's like fishing. Off the side.
Kill it! Kill it! There you go.
Just pretend it's a fox and he'll die fast.
You know, we were having a good, positive time, and then you had to come in here with your negativity.
I'm not being negative. I'm trying to help you out. I'm just making suggestions. Ah.
You should name these blocks Hefe in honor of Jeff.
I'm dead. What? I'm dying. I told you guys are like, you're too quiet. And I'm like, you're gonna be sorry. You guys are too quiet. Oh, now you're too loud. Well, you can't have it both ways.
Was there a loud sound or something? They're saying there was a loud sound.
I shouted for Yunobo. And I said, I'm like, I'm gonna turn myself up, but I'm really loud.
You
Locke
didn't sound
doesn't
too
want
loud.
you to shout. Locke doesn't want you to shout.
Oh,
there
what
was
was
like a
it?
microphone screech of some sort.
Victory screech!
Das ist der...
I Alright, let's see. We want our duplex bow. We want the bombs.
Yep.
Raiding party. Yay.
Woo, raid!
Forestry. Thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you for the raid.
Seriously running out of arrows.
I like the whole
Forgot about this.
theme. Yeah, I
I
did too.
completely forgot about this.
But it's so neat. I'm like looking at it. This one feels the most dungeony.
Yeah.
Shoot, I just broke my duplex bow.
Forgot how cool this
I
one
don't
was.
think I need it anymore.
Oh yeah, this music was really good too.
You know what? I don't need fire arrows. Let's use that guy.
Yep. Whoa. The 100th streamer?
Oh, that didn't work. 100th streamer.
That sounds special. Do we get a prize for being 100th streamer? I feel like I'm about to win an iPhone gift card or something. So is the bomb that you're throwing, is that to light up the area so you can shoot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what the torch is. I normally am okay remembering where it's at, but it's been a long time since I've seen them, so. Plus, I don't have as many arrows as I normally have, so I'm trying not to waste them.
And she's got to do some epic sniping in a minute.
Yeah.
That sounds very exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, I might actually save in case I have to load.
Epic sniping that I will never attempt to do in this dungeon.
It's actually really
It is.
easy.
Once you actually figure out where you're supposed to stand and shoot, it's pretty consistent.
Ah. Oops.
This was, you guys were trying to coach Rachel on how to do this at one point.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah, and I think she got it.
She did get it. I don't know when the last time she's done it is, but
Oops, that was definitely no good. I'm trying to remember where I normally do
it's
this.
also different depending on the bow that you're using too.
Yeah. I don't remember where I normally do this. Ah, heck, I'm not even hitting the... I'm not even going outside. Okay, looks like we're loading.
I usually use like the soldier's bow or even
I don't have a soldier's bow.
even the boko bow.
I don't have...
Do you still have? I thought you still had the boko bow.
Nope.
Bokobo is fun to say. Bokobo.
Oh, I guess I do. I was like, that thing broke a long time
See,
ago.
I know what I'm talking about.
I feel like I can usually see more of this freaking stone. Oh. It does look different to me.
cool. House is right on
Well
the wall.
done.
Yeah.
Es sind noch 3 Trümmer.
Look. I think, yeah, I saw Captain say left more, so I tried to go to the left more. Well, shiz. Did you die? Where's my metal block? I know it burned the leaves.
Now we just squeeze through this little hole. Because that was totally intended, right?
Yeah. I know I burned through those leaves because I saw it. Well, I guess I did. And I don't know if I can. Huh. What do I do?
Just shoot a fire arrow at it, and
I don't have any fire
shoot a
arrows.
bomb arrow at it.
Will I not blow it? Okay, you're inside. It's fine. Oh, you know what? I loaded. Did that make it respawn or something? Or...
It might have.
Because I swear to God I saw it light on fire.
It probably shouldn't have, but it might have.
Why can't I go? Oh, because I'm on.
Probably because it reloads you outside the dungeon, so it might have reset a lot of things like that.
I don't know where I am. I don't know where my block is. There we go.
Allison trying to make a flying machine.
Trying to make a flying machine with one block.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was standing on it. I was so sideways.
Noch 2 Kontrollen.
Okay. I don't know why I did that.
Noch ein Kontrollen.
Just making sure that it's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason blue did not. Oh, it did respawn. Look, my door is all back to the way it was. Yep, that's what happened.
Urbosas Zorn ist bereit, entfesselt zu...
What do I use on this guy? Shock or ice arrows? I forget. It's shock.
Both. Use everything in the arsenal at this point.
I don't use ice arrows. I use all shock arrows. But I'm gonna run out of shock arrows, so.
Sauber. Siehst du auf deiner Karte, aber bleib wach.
The problem is that
I say everything in the arsenal, but don't use bomb arrows. It's not going to work very well for you. You can try it once for entertainment's sake.
Okay, I can never find a good spot to get bullet time in this.
I always struggle. It seems like everything that I jump off of, it just isn't high enough. Even though it should be.
Yeah. Why are you all the way over there, my guy?
And
It's like new strats.
Fighting a fireblight cannon.
Yeah. We are. That's what's happening. Oh god. See, this should be high enough. There you go. Okay, we get 3 slow-mo, eat a banana meal. I'm gonna unequip this because I don't want it to burn. Eat a banana meal, 2 shock arrows and slow-mo, 3 on the ground. And then it's two shock arrows, slow motion, two shock. Or three shock. Except they're gonna run out of shock arrows. Right, you've seen me run this game 18 times. How do you... No, I don't need Urbosa's Fury!
Does Urbosa's Fury work without it being on the ground?
Ich beschütze dich.
I'm just sitting here dying this time. Okay.
Alright, Mipha's got your back.
Go. All the way over there. This is fun. Out of shot arrows.
Mipha has your back once every 20 minutes.
Oh, this is perfect. No! No! God!
Oh no!
That was dumb! I was gonna jump on that wind and use it! That was so stupid!
Nimm dich vor diesem
Just don't
riesigen
die.
Schwert in Acht.
Allison, you forgot!
I did forget.
Gut, jetzt gibt's ihm.
Okay.
Pass auf sein Feuerbälle auf. Brandgefährlich.
It's fun,
Beschütze dich.
Really? I keep removing my bow because I don't want it to burn. There you go. Got him!
GG.
Thank you. I think I found my spots where I bullet time. I just need to remember that I'm taking off my bow.
GG. I like how you're sitting there smoking.
I think it's fine.
I don't smoke. I know what you meant. But still. Let alone in the house. God, Ashton. I'm not an animal. Oh my god, it's already 9 o'clock.
Was Oracle of Ages supposed to begin at 8?
Yeah, but everything's been an hour off since this morning, so it's fine.
Link. Ich danke dir. Du hast alle Titanen zurückerobert und die Seelen der Recken erlöst. Sie werden bereit sein, wenn du in Schloss Hyrule gegen Ganon kämpfst. Und ich? Ich warte auch auf dich.
Link's outfit is smoking.
Almost done. I'm so happy with my new desk. I'm excited.
Is the feng shui correct now?
Yeah. It'll help me with my work. My old desk is now extra space for my streaming stuff that I'm not using at the current moment. And mail and crap. Because I used to all just sit on it with everything else. And my tower can finally be on the desk with the computer. Or the monitor. Normally I had it on a tiny little stool beside the desk. There's just a lot more space and I like it.
Are you gonna sleep through Link's Awakening now?
I'm gonna have to lose my time commentating on Wind Waker because Kevin wants to commentate for 70 hours and we have a podcast to record.
You're gonna sleep through Master Quest Lock? I'll just be there commentating an empty screen. It'll be fun.
Pigs get a bad rap in these games.
I don't know, those pigs in Wind Waker are adorable.
Yeah.
So cute.
They do try to murder you though.
They're not very good at it though.
The big one does more damage than Ganon, doesn't he?
I want Erica to make a plushie of Wind Waker pigs.
Random falling dead guardian. I
That
know.
might be expensive.
I'd buy it. Why would that be expensive?
Just a lot of parts. Yeah! Make them look right.
I'm sure she can do it.
I'm sure she could.
She's pretty talented at that kind of
She is.
stuff. Yeah! She's got several Koroks going. I think she could do it.
I had something that I wanted her to try to make, and now I can't.
Let's use that, and that, and that, and that, and that. You know what? Let's just use those because I don't need them for anything else.
Oh, I wanted her to try to make Wisp from Animal Crossing.
That'd be adorable.
Wisp is
Wisp,
the little Wisp is the ghost that shows up at night sometimes, and
I don't Animal Crossing very
you go
much,
talk to
so-
him, and he's like, "Ah, ghost," and he gets scared, and then 5 of his little spirits
Yep.
split away, and you have to go catch him.
He's so cute.
Okay.
He looks really, really cute. He's right.
I haven't seen him yet.
Well, when you see him, you will fall in love with him.
Yeah,
Cute.
He is cute.
he's pretty good.
Weapons, just Legos.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had no idea.
game wants to give you a little bit of a chance.
You think Ganon
Trying to
would
fly.
want- Why would he leave him?
Oof. Those are from the previous hero.
The defeated timeline confirmed.
We bomb Calamity again until he's ready for his next phase.
Bomb to submission.
Oh!
That was great, though.
Let's just think. More heroes' weapons laying around.
Yeah, it's saved right before I did all my stuff. And we have to skip all these cutscenes again. I love it! I'm so glad that was added!
This is the first time you've noticed that?
Yeah. Well, because I told him to add it last night, the whole "it's too hot in the kitchen." And I didn't think he did. Alright, that was just a test, you guys. I was just testing you. So, this is the real fight.
Does anyone save time on their run there?
I didn't get a PB in Phantom Hourglass, but I had a near perfect run.
Nice.
Yeah. Which was weird. Yeah, I played it last week because I knew that if I didn't, I don't think I was going to get it fixed. But I got it 511. Let's not call for this again.
You made the crab monster mad.
There you go. There you go, Danny. Oh, it got wasted. Fine, I'm okay with it. Yep, there. Nice.
My first time playing through this, I did that final strike, and I was like, done. Set down the controller. And I was like, little did I know.
Game was like, oh no.
Come on, don't you know
Now
there's
it's-
more than one Ganon
Now it's
fight?
time for the easy boss.
Yeah, right. Unless you die.
Unless you shoot your horse with a light arrow.
Rivali-Sturm ist bereit.
Ganons Hass umgibt ihn wie ein Panzer. In diesem Zustand dringt kein Angriff zu ihm durch. Ich werde diesen Hass zurückdrängen. Deine Kraft ist sehr gering. Du musst die leuchtenden Stellen treffen. Link, ich wünsche dir Glück.
Just sing it like Andrew Bernard. Zombie.
Link, greif die leuchtenden Stellen
on
an.
the wrong side when I was in this one. Oh look! I learned from Philocrates how to aim.
Ganon wird immer schwächer.
Nice. I do like the idea that they put this final fight out in Hyrule Field, though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
okay, this is actually the fight for Hyrule. You know, it's not hidden somewhere in a random dungeon.
Du musst auf die leuchtenden Stellen zielen.
For some reason that didn't shoot. I like let go of the trigger and
Windet sich vor Schmerzen.
he's just hovering there like, I'm waiting. And I was like, well, I thought you had shot already.
Die leuchtende Stelle. Nur noch ein bisschen. Dann haben wir ihn.
Laser, like, you're nowhere near it. What's it shooting at?
Link, sieh nur. Sieh dir Ganons Kopf an.
He's probably thinking, well, this isn't going well. I'll just write whatever I do.
Get what I can.
Like, let's shoot this tree. All right.
Das ist Ganons tiefstes
He's just pure
Wesen. Link,
hatred.
bring es zu
Yeah.
Ende.
And malice.
Hatred.
That was such a crappy run, but you know what? It's fine. Like I said, we haven't done it in a while. It could have been worse. It could have been better. But it was great all
You
the
did a
same.
good job. You did a great job.
PETA.
Thank you.
Dark Beast Ganon counts as an animal.
I'm not sharing any
Look
of
how
the
pretty Zelda is.
You're all not allowed anyways because of social distancing.
So pretty.
Sorry, this is a positive stream. I love this version of Zelda.
I'm fine with the artwork.
Yeah, I'm fine with the artwork.
Yeah, that's fair. She is very pretty. Wait, let me pull the air back. Is better.
I mean, yeah.
Does that work like how Erica was talking the other day?
It
That was
wasn't quite
yesterday.
as painful to listen to.
All right. I'm cutting you off. Right.